All right. Good afternoon and greetings from South Georgia, USA. We are out here in the greenhouse. We were up potting some Ronde Bordeaux figs, and the FedEx truck showed up. It's probably 5 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, and brought our shipment from the Walmart, and it is the shade cloth that we ordered to put on our greenhouse as the summer's getting hotter and hotter. Now let me tell you what it is. It is the amazing thing is I think we ordered this yesterday. Maybe the day before, but I mean they get this stuff to you so fast it is ridiculous. So basically, it's a garden 55% shade cloth, 10 by 20 feet for greenhouse plants, outdoor sunshade cover, sunblock net, black mesh, tarp fabric with grommets for patio, pergola, or canopy. Quantity 1. Total price shipped to my door from wherever they had it. I think it was in Kentucky. $26.99. Now it was $10 savings. I don't know why. No $35 order minimum fee. We probably bought something else. I'm not sure. But anyway, $26.99. So we're going to give you a look. This is a 55% shade cloth, 10 by 20 foot for greenhouse plants, outdoor sunshade cover, sunblock net, black mesh tarp fabric with grommets for patio, pergola, canopy, or chicken coop, it says. Do a lot of stuff with this. So here we go. I've already cut it open, and I am amazed at how small this thing is. 10 by 20 feet. So I guess the next thing to do is to go out there in the yard and spread this thing out and see just what it is. If everything goes right, we might actually get it up. I'm going to put it on the west side of the greenhouse or the south end, because that's where the sun tracks, and in the heat of the day, that's where it gets the most sun comes in and broils this place. So that's where I'm going to start right there. Okay, we'll see you outside. All right, it's got rope with it. How about that? Look at that. I thought I was going to have to come up with the rope to tie it down with. And I'll tell you this from experience. I will tell you this. You're better off with 2 or 3 smaller pieces than one big one, because it's hard to cover a building with a huge piece of stuff. So you can put a 10 by 20 across it, get that tied down, and then you can add to it. So don't be buying any. And I know this from experience. I bought one several years ago that would cover the whole thing, and it took 2 or 3 people to get it up there. And for that reason, I didn't want to put it up and down. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. It's quite light, very light, very light. You tell me how they can make something in China for that price, ship it over here through the Suez Canal where the Houthis are shooting at their ships, come through the Panama Canal to Long Beach, California, put it on a truck in Long Beach, and bring it to the Walmart warehouse, I think in Kentucky, and then put it on a FedEx truck and bring it here to my greenhouse for $26.99. It's hard to imagine. All right, you see, this is the 20 feet part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out a way to throw it across that greenhouse. Let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pause just for a minute, and I'm going to go back there and try to arrange something, and we'll see if we can put it up right now. All right, we have installed it temporarily. This is by no means a we actually got it tied to some lighter stumps right there on this side. And we'll have to drive some 2x2 treated stakes and probably tie each of the grommets and then tie a couple of them on this end. And it took, we messed around with this for about 15 or 20 minutes. And if we'd had a little bit of, a little bit more material, we could have done it better. And we will tomorrow. We'll fix it good. But temporarily, or right now, I'm going to leave it. Let's look inside. It's kind of hard to see now because it's dark how much this is helping, but we'll go inside. Okay, this is about 55% shade, and you can see it goes from the fan to about right there. You can see where it ends right there. That's $26.99 worth of shade. I don't think that same item will be that cheap the next time. It won't be too much more, but I think we got a deal on it. But we also have a piece of aluminate coming, which is supposed to even be better in that it reflects the light. This just blocks it. But now I'll tell you, over in the corners of the greenhouse, on the outside, it is rather sharp aluminum, and I will have to get there tomorrow, and if I don't maybe put some duct tape under there or tape something under there to protect this cloth, it's going to hook there and probably tear. The same thing right here in this spot right there on the outside. It's rather sharp, and that will not be hard to do. I can come up with something. Shoot, duct tape will do it over the sharp edges, 2 or 3 layers of duct tape. So that's the report of the Chinese $26.99 10 by 20 shade cloth. And you can see, and that's going to help a lot in the summer here. And that's 10 feet. It's going to take, this thing here is, let's see, I don't know that I want to cover all of it, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, that's 10. 1, 2, that'll be 2 pieces. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 pieces of that stuff will almost cover this little greenhouse here. So tomorrow, it is going to be important for me to get up there and protect that thing from tearing. And I've got some. I'll show you how I'm going to tie it down in just a minute. So okay, I've got these treated stakes. These are 2x2s that we cut on the sawmill out of some treated wood. And they're already sharpened off, some of them. So I can make 2 of them out of this. Drive it into the ground, drill a hole in it, and use it to tie that thing with. So I've got everything I need right here. And I just took this out of the work wagon to get it out of our way. I've got any number of this kind of thing right here. And the more the merrier. If you tie down this thing has grommets, and each grommet needs to have a way to tie it down. And I don't think that you have to tie it with rope. I'll show you what I think will be just fine. I think this kind of string right here will be good enough to tie that. Maybe a double layer of that. And I'll tell you another thing you could do too, and that is tie it down. I'll show you something just as good. Now, the shade cloth has grommets in it. They're brass grommets. I'll tell you something that you could tie it down with. It might even be better than that string, and that's this right here. That is your galvanized electric fence wire. That is quite strong and very easy to work with. You could put this through the grommet, twist it off, put it through the hole in the stake. I think this would be ideal for tying this thing down. And those tying knots in string is a little tricky, but making wire, twisting wire into a thing is easy to do. All right, well, that's our report about the I don't know what the name of it is. It's I'm going to read it one more time. As the sun is beginning to go down. Garden 55% shade cloth, 10 by 20. Shade cloth for greenhouse plants, outdoor, sunshade cover, sunblock net, black mesh tarp, fabric with grommets for patio, pergola, canopy, or chicken coop. So I think that's going to up our game here in the greenhouse. All right, I thank you for watching, and we will get this up, and maybe this will help you do some. By the way, a lot of people are putting this kind of stuff over their tomato plants that they have outside, because in this climate right here, the tomatoes get stressed out pretty bad as summer comes on, and they can use a little bit of shade sometimes. Okay, thank you for watching.